EA Sports coverage of the NFL on this fine afternoon brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Thomas. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 67 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Thomas. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions.
He's got a man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards.
2-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and a couple, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and that moves the chains as well.
28-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down right on the the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
23 yards on the play. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. But you might remember Nick Chubb, he had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down.
Mayfield to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Yeah, he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Malik Harrison on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The gun, they run it with Hunt. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt.
a 32-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
And 3.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Gain of 12. And the Browns first down.
First down, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield going to throw right side here. Complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Come on, baby.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete. Hooper. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 30.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Jamie Gillandale, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them?
He's got daylight. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
The Ravens had a big season in 2019, but we're still looking to strengthen their pass rush. And they bring in Calais Campbell, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he's acquired for the low cost of a 5th-round draft pick. 31.5 sacks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Jackson draw play to Dobbins, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
At the 17.
Now it's Jackson. Pass incomplete. It was Sheldrick Redwine with good coverage that time as he was there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up and good.
Ravens 42, Browns 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And now here is another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and
on 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Open space inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 19 and a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he knocks it through.
Ravens 49, Browns 10. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
16 yards, a 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
1st down, Cleveland.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Mayfield down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought, late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers there, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Mayfield with it once more. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Thomas. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but can you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.